futuristico.
Ok, rap futuristico. Rap futuristico.
I'll be honest, in terms of Italy's chances, I'm not really very hopeful whatsoever. I think the form in the last three friendlies, obviously 3 defeats to Uruguay, America, and the latest one against Russia, which happened last Friday, kind of suggests to me they're a team that's not really where it needs to be going into a major tournament. The defensive issues in terms of the goals let in against Russia really kind of worried me a lot, because it's something I don't associate with an Italian defence and something I've not seen for a very, very long time. So given that, plus the problems I think we're going to have as an attacking force. I mean, Cassano looked overweight, unfit against Russia. Balotelli, is he the guy that's going to kind of lead the line and be your main striker? I don't think so. So you're going to need one of maybe Di Natale or Borini or Giovinco to start kind of pitching in that sense, and none of them have really. Obviously, Giovinco and Borini are obviously young, and Di Natale's never done it on the international stage for the Azzurri, so on the face of it, it doesn't look very rosy for the Azzurri. But Cesare Prandelli's been experimenting and training 3 at the back, so it may be a gamble that could pay off. But I think the quarterfinals, or just getting through the group stage, is probably the best that we can hope for. My dark horses for the tournament are England. I think that, obviously being a Scotsman, the expectation that we've seen in previous tournaments in terms of England isn't there this time, which is kind of refreshing and something new. I also think that in Roy Hodgson they've got a really, really good manager, and obviously their 2 friendly wins, they've looked very solid, unspectacular but solid, and we all know, being Italian football fans, that if you don't concede, you don't get beat. And obviously I think with Wayne Rooney coming back kind of after the first 2 games, he'll be fresh and he'll be hungry, and I think he is a talented guy and he could take England possibly to the semi-final, so they'd be my dark horses for the tournament. For me, the guy everybody should be looking out for is Denmark's Christian Eriksen. I think the guy is an extremely talented youngster, and obviously I think he looks like he's going to be the fulcrum of this Denmark side and the guy that they're all going to play through. He's quick, he's fast, he can play along the front 3 either side, and I think with Nicholas Bentner, as much as people say that he's not very talented and not very good, I think if he's got Christian Eriksen behind him, he can kind of make the bullets, and Bentner possibly could fire them in. The only problem is they're in quite a tough group, obviously, with Germany and Holland in there, but in the Euro 2012 qualifiers, he became the youngest ever Danish player to score in European qualification for Denmark. He seems like he's got everything. He's probably going to move on after the tournament, and obviously this would be a great place for him to showcase his talents, and if he does do well, then obviously the price tag will be very, very hefty after it, so he's the guy I think everybody should look out for. In terms of winner, I'm going with the crowd and I'm picking Germany. I just think in terms of the squad, they've got the kind of the most complete squad, the most balanced squad. A lot of people have mentioned before about the kind of lack of sort of defensive solidity among many of the sides, but I think the potential that Germany have, they've got a fantastic goalkeeper and they've got the potential to have a really good defence if they all get on top of their game, and their attacking talent is probably the best in the tournament as far as I'm concerned, so they are the team to beat and the team I expect to lift the trophy.